Korea's trade balance posted a surplus last month on the back of a retreat in imports rather than a rebound in exports. In fact, shipments overseas of ICT products took a further beating in February, plunging by over 30%. Our Hye-ryeon has more.
Data released by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy on Tuesday show that the country's ICT exports fell by 32% on-year in February to some $12.8 billion. However, the country's trade imports in February also fell, dropping 3.6% to stand at $11 billion, leaving a trade surplus of $1.8 billion. This is the 8th consecutive month in which tech exports for the country have shown an on-year fall, although the decline eased slightly compared to the more than 33% fall in January. The slowing economy and sluggish demand for semiconductors contributed to this slump in exports. Shipments of semiconductors fell on-year by 41.5%, with memory chips such as DRAM affected the most heavily, declining by over 50% compared to the same month last year. The price drop for DRAM chips was a key factor, with prices steadily falling to under $2 for an 8GB chip, down from around $3 in the first half of last year. Outbound shipments of displays and computers also showed a downturn, falling by 42.2% and 58.6% respectively on-year. Display exports have been showing an on-year decline since June last year, owing to the fall in LCD prices and slowing demand for OLED screens. Exports of mobile phone products fell 5.5% on-year, but performance varied drastically by region, with the release of new mobile phone models, meaning mobile phone exports to China were up and exports to the US increased by more than 73%. However, China's slow economic growth meant total exports to China fell, despite the easing of COVID-19 restrictions. South Korea's exports to Vietnam, the European Union and Japan also fell on-year, with a notable drop in the semiconductor sector. This report comes amid concerns that Korea's semiconductor exports may be affected by efforts from Washington to curb chip sales to China. Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.